video is intended to be a brief look at Pelikan's M670 warm gray fountain pen. The warm gray is a new model designation with the M670. However, it is the same size as most other M600s that you may be familiar with. What distinguishes an M670 is the PVD coated trim. Most Souverons have either palladium plated trim or gold plated trim, giving it that silver or gold colored appearance. This PVD coating is black, and you'll see that all the trim rings, the cap band, the Pelikan's beak clip, the cap top, all has that PVD coating. The black trim was done in the past. It's not a common thing that you see on either the Classic or Souveron line, but it was done in the 1980s and early 1990s with what we call the Stormtrooper. This model was probably the first of its kind and kind of became somewhat of a little bit of a classic. I've already seen some people refer to the M670 as a dirty Stormtrooper. You can see kind of this pure white versus this warm gray. The warm gray has kind of like this beige undertone to it. So definitely not a white or an off-white. I do think the color was a little bit of a kind of a miss, just because the color is not really wowing me. I feel like I felt when I saw the taupe from the M200 line, and ultimately this gives me that kind of same vibe, though it's not quite that taupe color. The ink view window is green. It's the only element on this pen that's green. You know, green does pair well with the warm gray, though I might have liked to have seen more of like a smoke colored ink window to be just more consistent with the rest of the coloring. The green stands out as a little bit of pop of color, but I'm not sure this model needed it, because to me it just seems a little incongruous. The nib is the same kind of pattern as you see on a regular Souveron nib, though it is harder to see. It kind of gets swallowed up in all that black. The pen posts well. It writes nicely. Its writing characteristics are just like any other M600. But overall, you know, kind of a forgettable model. Of all the releases this year, between the Golden Lapis and the cream blue, I think ultimately in the Toledo that this one is probably the one you could forgo the most and not have too much fear of missing out. I would love though to see the M670 model line continue. I would like to see this black trim paired with colors like olive drab green or guards red or a bright canary yellow. I think those colors against the black trim kind of complementing it would really pop and stand out. But, you know, that's just my wish list, and I don't often get what I want on my wish list, but if Pelikan's listening, you know, that would be something spectacular to see. So that's just been a brief look at Pelikan's new M670 warm gray fountain pen.